I'm not a perfect person. There's many things I wish I didn't do. But I continue learning. I think that's enough of that, right? Are you guys happy? It says I'm live, so I'm just going to go on, guys. Are you happy, like really happy? Because this is everything. I know this is not a slick little tip. And yes, I did go back to stripping last week, by the way. We'll talk about that tomorrow. Why? Why did I go back to stripping? Because it makes me happy. But we're going to talk about that tomorrow. It's probably not exactly what you think. Susan, how's it going? Susan, my new friend. Susan Swears? Susan Swears? Am I pronouncing it right? If that's how you say it, that's probably congruent with what's coming up here. I really want to, I want to explain something here, guys, and it's everything. You're putting out an energy. You're just putting it out there all the time. You're just putting it out there. And this is not about necessarily the law of attraction and say, I want $1 million. I believe. That's all that stuff is important. But this is about the becoming a physical magnet. Becoming a physical magnet. There's a way to do that where everywhere you go, people naturally want to shake your hand. People you don't even know. They turn their heads and they're like, I want to meet that guy or I want to meet that girl. I don't know why. Messages, you better stop. You're distracting me. But it's true. Let me explain to you how that works because you're going to repel some people. Don't worry about that. But in general, the people you repel, they're just jealous because you're happy. It's seriously. But we're going to get to the root of being happy because if you're not happy, you're going to have to change something, okay? If you want to be happy. Some people enjoy being miserable. What's up, Curtis? Lynn, what's going on? Larry, what is up, my friend? I'm going to tune in with you guys. I just want to really focus on what I'm telling you here because my life changed because I found out what makes me happy. Now, what makes me happy is not what makes you happy, obviously. Obviously, I like things that most people don't like. We're going to get into that in a sec. Come on, get your mind out of the gutter. I don't mean it that way. Certain activities I like to do, certain ways of life I like to live are different. And that's what you have to identify. Now, let's just go back to the energy thing. When you're putting out energy, if you don't think that you're putting out an invisible energy anywhere you go, even in your voice, anywhere, even the way you write an email or do a post, online as well as offline, but it works better offline. Like just in general, when you leave your house, that's when you really notice, you're like, why does everyone just want to, say hi to me? Why do people just look at you and smile? Why do you exchange like eyebrow things like this? Like, why is that happening? It's because you're happy. People just know. Really happy, not fake happy. You will become a magnet. Now, I know I'm going to touch attraction marketing a bit because that's what we do, a lot of us. We attract people to us by providing value. But it goes deeper, at a deeper level than that. If you are truly happy, you're going to automatically, let me get rid of this Facebook thing, it's distracting. I rather just distract you right now. So let's get to the source of this. The energy you're putting out is because you're happy. We identified that. But what makes you happy? We have to really think about that because most people are not happy. And why are they not happy? Because they're trying to please other people, guys. I have a Rolex. I should go get it. Do I ever wear my Rolex? I do at events and stuff like that to make others happy, to impress other people. I'm more of it. I use my iPhone for the time. I don't like jewelry. I think it's annoying for me. It makes me happy not to have any jewelry. But when I want to impress, sometimes you got to pull out the guns and put on the expensive stuff and impress other people. But I'm slowly stripping that away as I go along here. I said I partied last night. I partied like a rock star. I did. I mean, I just went all out. Yes, I got promoted in my company. I hit a new rank, so I went out and I partied. people are like, what are you doing? You party too much sometimes. Makes me happy. Just makes me happy. So there's certain things I've done, and I guess that's not a really good example, because I think we all like to party. I think everyone likes to have some fun sometimes. Clive, Brittany, what's going on? Now here's some things I've done, and I don't recommend you do, because I don't recommend you don't do, but I've taken some steps in order for me to be happy in the past 3 or 4 years. Well, 8 years ago was a big move for me. And they're so scary, because you feel like, am I losing out here? Just to be happy. I have notes, and I don't even know why I have notes. I guess attraction marketing, you're always marketing yourself in some way, guys. It's not all about putting a catchy post on Facebook to make a sale. It's about attracting people to you in general. That's a good thing. Because when you attract people to you and you're happy, you're going to spread that happiness without even trying. They're going to want to know what it is you're doing. Why is that guy so happy? What's going on? He must make a lot of money. Really? Well, yeah, you want to make a lot of money. In general, money does make me happy. I think it makes most of us happy. Let's stay on track here. Let's stay on track. Give you guys a couple of examples of things I've done that have made me so happy. They're life-changing for me, and they may not make you happy. So these are good examples here, because they're going to go against the grain. And I don't know if you're still on Susan Swears. Let me know if I'm pronouncing your name right. Susan is my new friend on Facebook. I'm going to bring you up later, okay, Susan? You can watch the replay, because this is totally congruent. This actually gave me the idea of putting out good energy out there. So here's one example. The day I left my job, the day I fired my boss, I was making double the money I was making at work. I was making about $200,000 in computers as a consultant per year. Great money, I get it. Yes, yes. Well, poor me, poor me. I'm just saying, I was making a little less than 100 grand in network marketing. That's what made me fire my boss. So I had a great job, butt heads for bosses. Sorry if you're watching this, boss, but see ya, wouldn't want to be ya. 3.5 years ago, I walked off the job, and it was so scary for me. Well, not really, oddly enough. That move for me, I knew I couldn't work in a box in the corporate world. Deep inside, you got to dig deep sometimes to find what makes you happy. But my point is, I was good to go. I could have just sipped my coffee every morning, shut my mouth, not speak my mind, and program code all day. Hi Bob, good morning. I could have done that. Security, right? Come on. No, I took a chance. Took a chance on being happy. It's actually 3.5 years, a little over 3.5 years. That's one example. Now, why don't I recommend you do that? Well, you're going to have to change something if you're not happy. You're going to have to dig deep, like I said, and really think, what makes you happy? It's scary stuff. And that was like I would say that was the second most important thing that I've done to make me happy. Here's another one. And I know a lot of yous are not a lot of yous. There we go. I'm not grammatically correct. A lot of you are probably not going to agree with this. I know you're not going to agree with it. And it's not for everyone, okay? I'm single. I love being single. I've been single for 8 years. I was in a loving relationship 8 years ago. Love, the whole thing. Everything was good. But I wasn't happy. And I've been in many relationships. So for me, again, love is the most powerful thing. I get it. I totally get it. But for me specifically, every time I was single in my in-between bouts with relationships, this is going back over a decade, I've had 4 relationships in my life. So I've done it. I've lived with girls. I've done the whole thing. And every time I was single, I was so happy. And I'm thinking, am I one of those weirdos who just likes to be alone? Could it be? And then I thought, I'm going to give this a shot. I'm going to give the single thing a shot 8 years ago. And I never looked back. I didn't realize how, and again, I am a weirdo, okay? I'm in the 1 percentile. I just happen to be in the 1 percentile of people who literally enjoys being alone. So that move I made for me That was the riskiest thing ever. Because finding love is harder than making $1 million by far. Someone who's going to love you back and build a family, all that stuff, that's the hardest thing. And I had that. I had it. I had it all. And I sacrificed. Don't worry. She's happy with someone else. I'm happy for her. Everything worked out big time. But I chased that dream of being happy. I took a chance. And now I never look back. It's been the past 8 years. Well, there's been bouts with, am I doing the right thing here? Do I want a family? But now it's like, it's confirmed. I made the right choice. The only reason I'm saying that is because I had to find what made me happy. So those are 2 examples. Don't be a hater, guys, if you're looking and you're like, why is Marc alone? Is he weird? He's so weird. He's so weird because he's alone. He's single. We're going to find him a girl. No, I'm happy. That's an example of what makes me happy. Now, that wasn't supposed to go on that long with that one. But when you're happy, you put out good energy. I just went to the laundry room and I just had a conversation with someone. It's just, you become a magnet. Now, I'm going to bring you out here, Susan, really, really quick. Just made a friend, Susan, on Facebook. She friended me, and you get, when you become a magnet, you get a lot of friend requests. So I kind of, and because of Facebook's friend requests, you can only have 5,000 friends. So I'm constantly, getting people out, people that don't talk to me. Why would I have them on my friends list? I'm like, hey, what's up? No response. Okay, see ya. I want to meet new people, right? So I saw Susan and Summer Nelson. I hope I'm saying it. It's Summer Nelson, right? Not Nielsen. No, Nelson. Summer Nelson. She was a friend of Summer's. Summer Nelson, if you don't follow her, follow her. She got an RV. There's a good example of being happy. She bought an RV and she's like touring. She lives out of an RV. She does attraction marketing, and she's happy. I'm sure a lot of people told her, are you sure you're going to do that? I bet you a ton of people said that. She's happy. You can tell in her videos. She's got like margarita days, and she's like the coolest chick out there. Anyways, she's friends with Summer. So I friend Susan, and then we start talking, Susan and I. And I'm always recruiting people for my company, obviously. So we start talking, and Susan's in another company. So I basically said, it doesn't matter. Let's just, let's still be friends. I tried to help her with, what I do, get leads and all that stuff. Then at the end, out of everything said and done, we're not going to be doing business together. We're just friends now. But this is the one that I said, if you ever have struggles, get with me. Let me know. I can help you out with whatever. And then here's where I bring out Susan Swears. If you want to follow her, she seems super cool. I met her for what? My imaginary watch here. I'd say probably half an hour we met Susan. And I already got a great energy off her. So it's Susan, S-U-A-R-E-S. Susan Swears. Hope I'm saying it right. If I am, I like it. I like it. I'd brand that. Today on Susan Swears, explicit language. Okay, so she says, and it's one line. She says, I said, please call me if you're ever struggling. And she goes, absolutely, your energy is awesome. Thank you, Susan. Thank you. Be happy, guys. And all I'm going to say is that I'm going to leave you with this. If you're not happy, think about it, though. Really think about it. If you're not happy, dig deep and change something. Change something. Start with doing a little change. Because you guys know what the definition of insanity is, right? Insanity, the definition, keep on doing the same thing and expecting a different result. When you keep doing the same thing and expect a different result. Probably not word for word, but it's something like that. So dig deep, guys, because all these tips, tricks, strategies, all that stuff, you got to know that stuff, absolutely. And if you want to know more, contact me. I'll guide you somewhere. I'll point you in the right direction. And no, I won't pitch you. I won't sell you anything. I'll just point you in the right direction. Facebook me up top and ask me. Now, that was not the point. The point is really try to be happy and really try to identify what it is that's not making you happy, because none of the other stuff matters. It doesn't. Everybody needs different things to be happy. This is not a course. This is like figure it out and change things. Change shit around. Get things moving. There's my explicit lyrics. I used the S word. Okay, guys. Hey, Susan, you're on. Excellent. Denise, I'll go through your comments later, guys, and I'll respond to all of you. Thanks for tuning in. And tomorrow, the cat's out of the bag. I did go back to stripping, and I'm going to talk about that tomorrow because it makes me happy. So tomorrow we're going to talk about why I went back to stripping, and you know, it's fun. So we'll talk about that tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you on the flip side.